Apparently Delhi just grew, and it's now size 4, and it's going to take 43 turns to grow, thanks to our production focus. But believe it or not, guys, it's actually really good. This might stunt our growth at the start, but in the long run, getting all of these world wonders is a good thing. It's a very good thing. I actually play a very hardcore wonder game. It's one of the things that I do. I try to go for as many wonders as possible, as quickly as possible. We actually got the first Pantheon, which is great because that means we get fertility rights, which, in my opinion, is literally not only the best thing to go for as Gandhi, even though I've never played Gandhi, but also just the best thing to go for in the entire game. Because, let's be honest, I think, at least in my experience, food is one of the most important resources. It really fucking is. It's one of the most important resources in the entire game. Because it affects your science, it affects your gold, it affects happiness, it affects all of these things that are super important. Ultimately, the way that I usually win a science victory, don't want to mix those two terms up, is by just rushing, steamrolling population into my city. And if that means getting a stunted start by, doing a production focus, it means getting a stunted start. I'm fine with that. I can recover from it. We're going to start work towards masonry because... Actually, no. Let's go... Where is it? Yes, archery. That'll give me the Temple of Artemis, which is the next thing I want to build because it's op as fucking hell. Like, it really is. It's literally one of the best things to get. I usually go for Temple of Artemis and, if possible, the Hanging Gardens because those two powers combined make the triple entente of threats. Chop down this forest over here. We're going to keep our warrior with this guy. We don't need to explore too early. We don't even really have an incentive to. Who the fuck is that? I don't recognize those borders. If that's China, oh shit, then we'll have two warmongers next to us. Though to be fair, they'll probably fight each other. They'll hopefully fight. Hopefully they'll fight each other. Oh, what the fuck am I? I'm Warlord Gandhi. They don't want to fuck with me. I'll fuck with them. We'll burn Rome to the ground if only we could do that. Okay, well, in 4 turns, we'll actually have our library, which would be great if we could get that, because then we can rush for philosophy and get the National College. After, of course, we get the lovely Temple of Artemis, one of the most important buildings in the game. And we're also going to go... we're going to want to go for construction, probably. Actually, no, go for mathematics so we can unlock the Hanging Gardens. That way we can have another production, or another growth building to fall back on. The Great Library of Alexandria has been created. I'm sure Rome is not going to be in any way angry at this, nor Greece. Never. Philosophy. There we go. We have philosophy now. We are now in the classical era, which everyone in the game now knows that we are, which makes us the biggest target. We are just going to set this to a production focus on the Temple of Artemis, and just let it go with that. Once the Temple of Artemis is done, I'm going to get the National College up, and then I'm going to hopefully produce a settler. I like to get my National College before I produce a settler, which I'm sure people in the comments are already saying how that's a stupid idea. And yeah, it's probably a stupid idea, but I tend to find that it gets me a little scientific advantage at the start. Usually, anyone who doesn't do that is falling behind on the amount of science they can generate, and I just find it to be... I don't know. I just like to do it. I like to get as many national wonders as I can before I start settling. Again, I'm going for a tall civ instead of a wide civ, so that's not really that big of a problem. If I were playing as Rome, however, it would probably be the biggest problem imaginable. Since I'm pretty sure Rome is a wide civ. They want to expand everywhere. Which actually might be a problem for us because I think we're in their range of expansion. I do need to find a second colonization site, so I do need to get at least someone out there. You know what? I'll buy a scout. Yeah, I'll buy a scout because I don't want to lose my warrior and I don't want to lose my worker. I'll get a scout and we'll send it out there. Ah, yes, we are 5th in the most well-fed people in the world, just slightly behind Rome. That seems to be a trend in pretty much everything so far. Stay with the worker. I'm going to send my scout over here, maybe check that land out. I probably want to build a city here at some point just to get the extra cotton. But Ugh. It's the Aztecs. I think it's the Aztecs. Yeah, those guys are going to be warmongering, probably. We kind of want to get control of another luxury, so probably the silver. We'll probably set up somewhere over here. Hopefully Rome doesn't do it first. Hopefully, maybe. A lot of people like to early expand, so that's the one thing I'm sacrificing by getting this Wonder Rush, is that we don't have the luxury of early expansion. Which means the other people can snap up the resources that we need. It could be worse, though. Oh, yeah, it could be a lot worse. We could have giant horses destroying our farm. Great. It's fucking perfect. Get out of here, assholes. I don't think barbarians can take our city. I'm pretty sure that's not something in their power. I hope, because otherwise we... Oh, shit. Well, the area we kind of want to colonize is right next to a barbarian camp, so we're going to need to escort our settler over there. I'd probably eliminate this camp as well, because it's just in a bad location for us. Maybe Rome will do it for us. I mean, Rome's got a history of rooting out the barbs. Maybe they can go down there and root them out, get rid of them. Probably won't, though. And, well, actually, I say that. I think that's a Roman worker right there. I think that's actually a Roman worker. Which basically means that Rome's going to be pretty angry with those guys, and they're starting to burn down my shit, which is perfect. They destroyed fucking mine shaft. We need that, you fucking barb assholes. Get out of here. Who do you think you are coming to Gandhi's lands? One day, Gandhi will gain power. When Rome falls, you'll know. When... Whatever, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Whenever this falls, you'll know. You made fun of him. You really shouldn't have. He's like that one kid in school, the really quiet kid that sits in the corner of the room. He's like me. You know, everyone thinks, yo, he's just anti-social, he sucks. And then one day, he helps you with his homework. You know, helps you with your homework, and then you love him forever. He's like that. He's pretty much like that. Oh, shit. Well, hello there, Denmark.
Greetings, stranger. I am Harold Bluetooth, ruler of the Danes. You rock my longship. It has crushed 1,000 of my enemies.
Well, at least the game has decided to, to put us with the rest of the warmongers. At least it's done that for us. Yeah, I kind of do like your longship, actually. You should, tell me how to build it. I would actually kind of appreciate that a lot. I'm pretty sure it's a special unit, though. I need to go for a coastal city. That's preferable, but I don't want to lose out on. Let's see. Let's go into. I've never been good at doing this, and like counting squares and shit. So if I put one like right here, I'll get the river bonus, and then I'll be able to grab that. I'll be able to eventually grab that. I'll miss out on this, however, though that's just an extra luxury because we have silver closer. If I set it here, I don't get the river bonus. I do, however, I think I get that. I think that's within range, if I've set it there. No, it's not in range. It's just out of range. So, that won't work. That's unfortunate. But that would give us access to the ocean, which would be good for trade. I'm probably going to set it along that river then, because we don't need the extra silver necessarily. It would be nice, but it's not required. Just move our guys away from this area. I don't want to get involved in the barb wars. Not unless I really have to. See, I think I'm going to set up along this river here. That will allow me to snatch up this silver at the very least. And will give me coastal access, which would be much approved. Much approved. Are you guys done over here with your farm? Nope, you still got 2 turns on it. Let's go over here. Let's see what's happening. I think there might be a desert over here. No, there's water. We might be on, like, the edge of the continent, which wouldn't honestly be the best thing, because that would mean that we're on the continent that's just completely filled with warmongers, and we'll have no one to trade with safely. think we're stuck on a continent with all the worries. Oh, this isn't good. We're gonna get fucked. All the more reason to get that coastal city then, so that we can put, if worse, push comes to shove, Gandhi can get on a boat and sail off to the new world and, conquer all the natives there, like he did here. Oh, shit! Oh, shit. Never mind that being our coastal city. I think I found our real coastal city, right over here. That would be a very good thing to get in my territory. Gandhi demands the Great Barrier Reef, born to his name. It's actually not in a bad spot either. I mean, we can get that incense. I think the incense is out of range of the capital, so that would make up the luxury cost. We could then set up our city further inland and potentially get more of these resources. This is definitely going to be my first settle, though. I cannot let the enemy control the Great Barrier. That is worth a lot. I wish it would let... There is the benefits. Yeah, those are a lot of good benefits. 2 slimes per turn especially. It's not a lot, but in the early game, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going to go for drama and poetry. Yeah, I think you can see my non-warlike strategies leaking through here. I don't typically warmonger. I'm not sure if you realize that, but typically I am a peaceful civ. I try not to be too much of a bother if it's possible. I usually play a very economically focused game with an emphasis on growth, which, to be fair, Gandhi is really fucking good at, but, we gotta fucking, impress these guys around us, and the only way to do that is probably to destroy Hanoi, which would be the worst idea possible, actually. I need to count some tiles over here. Fuck strategic views. Fuck that shit. Okay, so if we settle the city, let's say right here, if I settle it right where my scout is, we would have access to the incense, we'd have access to all the luxuries around us, and we'd also have access to that cattle at most in this direction, which is this is a good spot to settle. And then we also have access, of course, to the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, this is a really good spot. This is probably where I'm building my first city. And it's a nice coastal city as well. It'll give us adequate access to, the trade markets and stuff. And Temple of Artemis, we've done it. That is a very good thing to get. A very good thing to get. Oh shit, I found something else. Oh no! It's a barbarian encampment hiding in the fucking forest. Thanks, Bratislavia. I really wanted to see that. We could rush Hanging Gardens, but I kind of want to get a settler out. I could try to rush the National College. Fuck it. I'm sticking to my strat. I don't care what you guys say in the comments. It's my strategy. Yeah. There we go. We're sticking to the strat. We're going to get that up. And I think this is safe. I think it's safe over here. They'll have to come past my scout at least before, they settle. And if push comes to shove, I will steal their settler to protect my territory. I don't care if it means they're going to get pissy with me. Fucking matter. Those assholes shouldn't mess with my fucking national wonders. Or natural wonders. In fact, I might put my scout here on a scouting duty to prevent any Roman or Aztecian Aztecian settlers from coming through. Luckily, the barbs will hopefully keep them under control. Hopefully. I'm going to put myself in defensive stance. I don't think we need to really scout too much. We're not looking... where's that barbarian even going? Don't tell me they're going to settle another fucking tribe over there. Can they do that? Is that possible? Can the barbarians actually settle tribes? Because I don't know how the spawning of barbarians works. I think it's based on your sight radius. So a barbarian encampment might spawn if you don't have a visual over your own territory. So if there's like a gap between your cities, you'll occasionally get a barbarian spawning there, which isn't the best thing in the world. In fact, it's probably one of the worst things I could ever imagine happening.